Selling deportation. So, welcome to Law and Society. I want to talk to you today about Donald Trump's immigration uh, apparatus's idea that it's going to offer undocumented people, undocumented residents of the country, $1,000 and a one-way ticket back to where they originally are from, regardless of how long they've been here, regardless of whether they have American children. This seems to be the general idea that if you come to us and you're an undocumented immigrant, no matter what the circumstances, whether you came yesterday or 26 years ago, we'll give you $1,000 and we'll give you a one-way plane ticket. Well, if these people came to America for $1,000 and not for a better life, maybe this would have worked. But these people are productive people who should be integrated into our society as legal residents and who would eventually be on a pathway to citizenship, not expelled or sent back somewhere where they have no vested interests, no loved ones, no profession, no life, because they have lived in the United States for so long. Just to give you an example, is Juan Lima's parents. Juan Lima is, I think it was, they're from Atlanta and outskirts of Atlanta, and his parents came to the United States 26 years ago when he was 8 months old, and they've lived and worked and paid taxes in their own business as house cleaners. So for over 20 years, they have been trusted by American families to go into the homes of these people and to clean their homes. But now they have been detained and they have not been given the right to counsel. They have not been given the right to due process. They have been illegally seized. Somebody like Juan Lima's parents should be on the list of people who are productive migrants who own businesses, pay taxes, but they don't have the right to live in the country. They've been subject to the laws and the jurisdiction of the countries for decades. They've paid taxes for decades, and they don't get to have a pathway to citizenship. All their decades of work is worth $1,000 and a one-way ticket back to Brazil, where they have no vested interest, where their child is not, where they have no business, they have no life there. And if there's one family like Juan Lima's parents, there are more, because we are getting stories every single day. Just yesterday, we heard the story of Daniel, who's quite similar to Abrego Garcia, was under protected status that forbid the government to remove him, and yet he was sent to El Salvador. So please keep your focus on what is happening in our country and what unserious solutions these people are providing for the immigration problem that they have manufactured. Because Mr. and Mrs. Lima are model citizens. They pay taxes. They have a business. They raised a son who is now who went through seminary and is now a preacher. His father is active in the church in that community. Many people have written letters from that organization to in favor of Mr. Lima. So pay attention to how these illegal removals are going, and how they're trying to make it into deportation by giving you $1,000 and sending you back to where you came from. Maybe that'll work for the people who just came in yesterday, or the day before, or the last month, or the last year even. But what about the undocumented immigrants like Mr. and Mrs. Lima, who have worked in America for decades, paid taxes in America for decades, been subject to the laws of the United States for decades, and now they're in detention? Never committed a crime, and now they're in detention without due process of law. This is insane. With that said, thank you for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll get back to you really soon.